Is it safe to say that the anticipation that everybody's feeling watching this video based on the title is as hype as mine when my favorite perfumer, Cecile Z Boogie, the goddess, chooses to take a gorgeous scent profile like Annie and put a big sexclamation mark next to it? Annie X has touched down. So I picked up actually a sample pack from Nishane. I bought this wasn't sent to me, which contains Annie X, Hachiva X, Fan Your Flames X, 100 Silent Ways X, and Wulong Cha X. But today we're just focusing on Annie X. I'm hyped. I'm hopeful. Cecile rarely, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say never let me down. And I'm very hopeful that this shit is gonna be lit. So let's go and roll this music so I can smell this fragrance and hopefully blow my balls off. Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. Listen, I'm gonna start off with the notes. I don't know any differentiating factors. I haven't seen anybody's videos. All I seen was a bunch of posts on my Instagram feed showing the big X next to Annie. Now, the original Annie is a gorgeous scent. Love it. One of my favorites. But what is different between the X and the original? I don't know. I'm gonna do a little bit of a note comparison first before we sniff this joint to see if I spot any visual differences based on the notes, and maybe I'll do a comparison between the two on camera if I don't fall too heavily in love with this piece. So the top notes are listed as bergamot oil, lemon oil, watery notes, honeydew, melon. Cardamom oil, blue ginger, and pink pepper. That's the top. In mid, were lavender oil, sage, green apple, blackcurrant, rose, and patchouli. Base notes are cedarwood, cashmere wood, vanilla, ambergris, infusion, white musk, and sandalwood. The people who are watching this video already have or have smelled Annie. It's gonna be a rare occasion that somebody brand new to the fragrance space is gonna come in here and be like, oh, I wanna watch what Kuba has to say about Annie X. So these are people who already probably have smelled Annie or on the fence between getting Annie or Annie X. I'm hype. Let's finger fuck the box open. Here's what the little sample cases look like. I got it from Nishane.com, and here are all the samples. Where is she? Nishane, Fan Your Flame, Annie X. Put the others to the side, not because I'm not hype about them, because I'm hype about all of them, but this one right here. Now we got the notes on the X version, but what are the notes on the original? The original is ginger, bergamot, pink pepper, green notes, cardamom, blackcurrant, Turkish rose, vanilla, benzoin, sandalwood, cedar, patchouli, ambergris, and musk. A lot of the same similarities, but what is the X? Is it a better concentration? Because they're both extrait de parfum. So what makes the X? So according to their website, Annie X was designed to open with a richer burst of juicy citrus over the original formulation of Annie. It's a freshness at the wear of Annie X on top of the well-known vanilla excellence. So essentially, it's what they're trying to say is that Annie, the original, was a nice, creamy, sexy vanilla, a little bit darker. So this one is probably a fresher component based on what they're saying. I don't care what you say. I want to smell the shit. Let's see if Uncle Kuba's going to be spending another couple $100 on getting another one, because Nishane is definitely one of my favorite houses. Let's keep it all the way 1,000. So, you better not suck. I'm telling you right now, you better not fucking suck. You totally get the fresh air opening. That fresh air opening, wow. Oh my God, okay. I'm getting a lot of the same scent profile. Not gonna hold you. There is a bright grapefruit punch on that opening that absolutely makes it a fresher version of Annie, with a lot of the same Annie nuances, at least to the muscle memory. Usually what happens with that muscle memory is you think of a fragrance, that waft hit me. Think of a fragrance, it's registered in your brain and you perceive it to be one thing. Then you go back to it and doing like side-by-side comparisons and you start picking up differences. Here, that grapefruit punch, that ruby red grapefruit punch on top of the Annie DNA absolutely adds an amazing freshness. Still has the vanilla creamy Play-Doh vibe that I like. It's beautiful, but it has a lot of the same similarities to my mind. All right, I gotta go on skin. I do get a lot of the similarities. I'm not gonna hold you. I haven't read any reviews or anything about these fragrances, but what I can tell you is that it smells a lot like the original Annie with a much brighter, fresher opening. That's what I'm essentially getting from this scent profile. Let's do 2 sprays, because let's not act like I don't love the scent. And that's what I'm getting from it. So I don't know, some people may not want to buy this second one unless they want a more versatile Annie. I think this has components that have more signature scent worthy because it's not so dark and rich. It has that element of freshness with the dark and rich, adding some flexibility. Jesus Christ, it's fucking delicious. A lot fresher, a lot more, I don't want to use the word wearable, but that's what comes to mind. Meaning that it just has a lot more flexibility, a lot more seasonal uses. It doesn't just have to be for a chillier time frame. Now you can essentially wear Annie in hotter weather, in summertime, as well as the winter, because it doesn't remove that gingery, blackcurrant, vanillic, creamy, sexy muskiness that the original has. This just has a much brighter pop of citrus. All right, so I've dried this down a bit. I love it. I absolutely love it. The problem that's gonna arise for some people is if you have the original Annie, is it gonna be redundant? And there's a portion of it that to my nose, and we'll confirm it right now, might be. It might be because it has a lot of the same elements, just a lot fresher, a lot fresher. And is that a lot fresher worth $200 and some odd to you? That's subjective. It's depending on your financial situation and how deep fan you are of Annie, like I am. Like for me, I'm gonna say it's worth it. I like it. I like the versatility that it offers, but let's just check them out side by side. So right here, I have the Annie X that I just resprayed, and I have the original Annie here. Let's go to the original first. I mean, when you smell them side by side, I do get differences, yeah, definitely. Let me go on skin. The paper seems a little bit funny for some reason, like maybe the overspray or whatever's in the air. So I'll refreshen it up. I have Annie on the watch hand, and excuse me, I have Annie X on the watch hand, and I have Annie Original on the tattoo sleeve. So let's see. Annie Original, my Lord. It just comes off a little bit creamier and greener off my arm right now. Fuck, it's so delicious. Oh, kill me. All right, let's try the X. Yeah, I mean, they're actually quite different off my skin. Quite different. So the original comes off vanilla, creamy, and very green. Very green. Today, that's what's coming off. Green, Play-Doh, ginger, spicy, darker, sexier. X, much brighter, creamy. Still has that green note. Still has that gingery cardamom fleck. Very sexy as well. Yeah, no, I need them both. I 100% need them both. The shit is... I mean, Cecile in my eyes can fucking do no wrong. But even with that being said, like, yeah, I gotta cop it. Like, that shit is fire. It just gives me, man, I need that shit like this week. I'm going on vacay. Like, this would be a fragrance for me to take on vacay. That's how, well, I have the sample. I just wanna take a whole bottle. Like, I'm a piece of shit. Oh my God, it's fucking delicious. It's just getting better on my skin. Listen, this, I can't tell you to go out and buy it if you have Annie already. You know, because your energy might be different than my energy. My energy is all about it. I'm getting it. I need it. It's different enough for me, but it is not a cheap fragrance. It has same characteristics, but not the same scent profile at all. Even the structure of the notes is completely different. It's not the same. It's just a lot fresher in this one. For some reason, the greenery is coming out crazy. This shit is delicious. It's a jewel, for God's sakes. Absolutely a ball spray. I don't even know why I put it back in this container. Like, yeah, I'm spraying. Bro, I can't wait to smell the other ones. Excuse me. Bro, it's like pomelo grapefruit in the air. Chef's kiss. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Cecile, love you as always. Nishane. Man. That shit is good. I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know what it is. Biggest in the game. Wow, that shit is good, fam. Smooches.
What's fresh? Who's best? Wanna know who's gonna pass the test? Who better? For the fly gun holder, money folder, Motorola, start tack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.